So throughout the years that Xbox has been around, both Bungie and 343 Industries have released multiple Halo titles. In fact, there's quite a few Halo titles going around, I'm not going to lie. They've ranged from many different genres, and today I thought I'm going to do the most original idea in the world. This is why you subscribe to this channel. So today, we're doing a tier list. Yay! I know it's not the most original idea in the world, but at the moment I've been working quite a lot with my dad, and it's quite difficult trying to fit time in the evenings to record videos. Luckily today's a bank holiday, so I can record multiple videos in advance and then edit them, which is why some of the video uploads haven't been very consistent, so I apologize for that. But in any case, we are doing a tier list today. Now, before I get into this, I know there's going to be a lot of people that will disagree with what I feel, but these are my choices, and if you guys want to do the same tier list yourselves and share them with me on Twitter or even in my Discord server, which by the way is linked down below, then you can go right ahead. I'll put a link to this exact tier list in the description box down below. So without further ado, let's jump into it. I've tried to put them in chronological order of the actual in-game dates, you know, not like release dates, but actually in-game of when they are set. And we're going to start with Halo Wars. Now, Halo Wars is a game that I've only just started playing. I'd never played them before, and I actually have made a video on one which you'll be seeing come out very, very soon. Don't you worry, I recorded it the same day I recorded this, and it's pretty damn good. So Halo Wars is the real-time strategy game. It came out on Xbox 360 back in 2008, I think, something like that. And it's a lot of fun. It's a really fun game. It's a different take on Halo, and I personally enjoy it, as you will see in the video in the future. So I'm not going to put it by any means in like Master Chief tier or anything like that, because it's an RTS game, and personally I don't really play RTS games. The thing with Halo Wars, it's got a good story. It was obviously originally developed by Bungie, so the story is fantastic in it. It's just RTSs aren't really for me, and for that reason we're going to put it in decent. I can already picture the comment section now. I can already see it. Okay, so next up we have Halo Reach. This is probably one of the best games in the Halo franchise, in my opinion. Everybody loves Halo Reach. And unfortunately 343 killed it in the Master Chief Collection, but we're talking about the original games here, obviously not the Master Chief Collection versions of the game. So Halo Reach is a fantastic game, brilliant campaign. We spent many hours on multiplayer trying to reach the mythic rank. But yeah, Halo Reach, fantastic game. Again, it was like Bungie's send-off before they went off to start developing Destiny and handed over Halo to 343 Industries, which have unfortunately given us what we have today. And considering we're talking about the base game here, you know, it's got to be. It's going in Master Chief. It's going in Master Chief, okay? That's where it's going. I'm sure a lot of people are going to agree with me, a lot of people are going to disagree, but you know, this is my list. I choose. Next up, Halo Combat Evolved, the game that started it all on the OG Xbox. Halo Combat Evolved is a fantastic game. It's what kicked off this entire franchise and made it what it is today. And, you know, I only got to experience it properly in the last, I'd say, 3-4 years when Master Chief Collection was released, because when I was very, very young, my first Halo game was Halo 2, believe it or not. Fun fact for you. So I didn't actually get Combat Evolved on the original Xbox, so I only got to play the campaign for the first time when Master Chief Collection was released, and I loved it. You know, I loved it. It was a fantastic game. Some things were a bit strange considering I'd played other Halo games before playing Combat Evolved. But this game kicked it all off. It started it off for me. I'm putting it in amazing. I'm not going to put it in Master Chief because personally I didn't get to experience it in its glory day, in its heyday. So it's going in amazing, but I'm not going to put it in Master Chief tier. Next up we have Halo 2. Now this is the game that has recently come to the Master Chief Collection on PC, the anniversary edition of it. And from what I've heard, it's full of bugs and glitches. So good job on that one, 343. Nice job. But anyway, Halo 2, what a game. As I said earlier, it was the first game I had on my original Xbox. I did play the first Halo beforehand, and I always got stuck on that goddamn mission on the silly little flying platform thing when you're playing as the Arbiter, and you got to kill the Flood, and, you know, got all the grunts and stuff like, oh, mate, just bun that thing, bun that thing. That mission can go away. But we're talking besides that. I mean, Halo 2 kicked off the Xbox Live scene. Halo 2 kicked off the online multiplayer scene. But from my own personal experience, Halo 2, fantastic game. Really enjoyed the campaign, apart from that one gosh darn mission. And obviously the multiplayer I didn't get to experience as a kid because I didn't have Xbox Live, so I didn't get to experience the multiplayer until Master Chief Collection. And so for that reason, I'm going to put Halo 2 in decent. It's going in decent because, well, again, it's a game I didn't get to experience the multiplayer in its glory days. A lot of people are going to be triggered about me putting that in there, but that's my choice. Next up in the timeline, we have Halo 3 ODST. Oh my days, this game is so overlooked by so many people. Everyone overlooks the ODST game and I don't know why. The campaign is amazing. They took a different approach to it. They kind of made it kind of open world, kind of not. Like you could explore the city of New Mombasa and things like that, and then you was having flashbacks back between Halo 2 and Halo 3, and you know, it was just so cool. It's where you first get introduced to Mr. Buck, the legend himself. And you know, it's such a good game, and it also granted you access to Halo 3's multiplayer, which was fantastic. My good friend Devin, shout out to Devin if you're watching this, traded with me for Halo 3 ODST. I cannot remember exactly which game it was that we traded, but he didn't want Halo 3 ODST, and I traded a game with him that he wanted, and my goodness gracious me, it was the best choice I made, because what a game. And it really made me fall in love with the Halo universe playing ODST, because at this point I had just finished Halo 3 as well, so it was like kind of, you know what I mean. It was awesome. Halo 3 ODST is going in amazing. You know, it just is. It's an amazing game. It's fantastic. Next up, we have the almighty Halo 3. The finale to the Halo trilogy is what Bungie called it, until 343 made another 2, which then carried it on. But Halo 3, man, what a game. The campaign is just untouchable. It is perfect. The campaign is well balanced. You've got the right amount of missions. You've got enough action. You've got emotion. You've got so much story. You know, everything in Halo 3 is just amazing. I love this game so much. It was probably one of the games I spent the most amount of time on offline, because again, at this time I didn't have Xbox Live when I had Halo 3, so I spent a lot of my time on the campaign trying to get all the skulls, trying to complete all the part-times, all that kind of stuff. And for that reason, Halo 3, I don't really need to say much more about it. It's going in Master Chief. And Halo 3 even made that song come online, that spoof of Akon's Blame It On Me, Sorry I Was Playing Halo 3. What a classic banger, man.
And I missed our toddler's first steps, and your birthday, yes I know. And I suppose the very worst of it all is when I missed the birth of our new baby. But I had a good reason, babe. See, I was playing Halo 3. I was playing Halo 3. I was playing Halo 3. Hanging out with Master Chief, Edition Legendary.
Okay, so next up in the timeline, it is Halo 4, 343 Industries' first attempt at making a Halo game. Now, this is going to be an unpopular opinion, and for that I am going to apologize in advance, but I really like Halo 4. A lot of people are going to be really triggered, and I don't care, because, again, this is my opinion. If you want to show your opinion, go ahead and do your own tier list and share it with me on Twitter. Halo 4 was the first 343 Industries game, and I've got to say, from the moment you started the campaign, that the cutscene in Halo 4, when you first started the campaign, was incredible. The emotion, the Spartans just going ham on the Covenant, you know, the whole backstory about Dr. Halsey and what she originally built the Spartans for, and showing Spartan John 117, the boy himself, getting like souped up ready to go. Man, it was so sick. Halo 4 is, like, to me, one of my favorite Halo games of all time, and the multiplayer itself, to me, I loved it. I loved it being a bit more fast paced. A lot of people are going to be triggered because it had sprint and things like that, but for me, I enjoyed it because at the time I was a massive Call of Duty player. So when I managed to jump on Halo 4 and it was more fast paced, I felt more comfortable in the game. I was able to do better and actually be a better player. And it is for that reason that I am putting Halo 4 in amazing, because to me the campaign was fantastic. It was really, really cool. All the whole link between Cortana and her rampantness, and seeing how much emotion the Master Chief has for Cortana. It was, to me, a really good campaign. It's a solid campaign. But Spartan Ops can suck a dick. Next up, we have Halo Wars 2. Now, unfortunately, I've not played this game as of yet, so it's going to have to go into the not played yet. But I've heard some fantastic things about Halo Wars 2, and I'm really looking forward to experiencing it. After playing the first Halo Wars game, I'm really, really looking forward to playing Halo Wars 2. Here we go. Alright, so next is Halo 5 Guardians. Okay. Well, Halo 5 Guardians is 343 Industries' second attempt at making a Halo game. And oh my goodness gracious me, what did they do? But Halo 5 Guardians, there is so much to talk about that in fact I'm going to have to make a separate video on that. The problem with Halo 5 is there wasn't enough Master Chief. The multiplayer just feels like it was forcing esports down our throats. I don't really, I don't feel that. Whenever I jump on Halo 5, I want to give it another chance. And they always blow it because I jump into a bunch of lobbies of sweaty people using nothing but the Magnum, and it really frustrates me because why put all these other guns in this game if all of them are completely useless against a handgun? So Halo 5, unfortunately, man, it's going in abysmal. It is. I'm sorry, it's going in abysmal, okay? I play it, it can be fun, but when you compare it to the other games we've got here, it is abysmal. It just is. Okay, so for the final 3 games, first of all, I'm going to put Fireteam Raven in not played yet. The reason being is because Fireteam Raven is like an arcade cabinet that they made. And I can't, well, you can't get it in Europe, really. It's only in America. So I will never be able to play that game unless I fly to LA or something stupid. Which leaves us 2 final games, which are kind of controversial, but at the same time, I'm not really sure. One of them is Halo Spartan Assault, which you will have seen I did a video on recently, which was 343 Industries' attempt at a mobile Halo game, which they released for Windows Phone, iOS, Android, and Xbox One, and Xbox 360 for that fact. When the Xbox One first came out, it's like a 2-thumbstick shooter type deal. If you haven't seen my video, it'll pop up at the end of the video and you can go check it out. But make sure you watch this one first, leave a little like as well. But they released that, and to me it just felt like it was kind of a poor effort. To be honest, it was kind of like let's quickly force another Halo game out and see what we can do. It was a money grab, really. But on the mobile games, they had some microtransactions, like getting credits and XP and stuff like that. And I didn't really like that, to be honest. Didn't really enjoy that fact about it. But it is a fun little like couch co-op game to play. It's not a bad game in it, in its own right. It's just, it's not really Halo. So that is going to go in decent. I'm going to put it in decent because it is an enjoyable game for the right audience. If you're playing on a tablet or something like that, it's good fun to pass the time. As for Spartan Strike, well, I've started playing it recently, and it's gonna go in abysmal. The reason it's going in abysmal is because it was just another cop-out. It was the exact same game as Spartan Assault. Halo Spartan Strike, they charged you money for it this time around. It wasn't free to download. Halo Spartan Strike is quite literally Spartan Assault V2. It's exactly the same game, exactly the same graphic style, exact same menus. The missions are pretty much the same. There's not really anything new in it. It's all the same loadouts. Everything is just Spartan Assault that has been milked to make more money. The gameplay is exactly the same, but they didn't release it on Xbox, so unless you have a PC or a Windows phone or an iPhone or whatever, you couldn't play the game. And on top of that, they charged $9.99 for this game when it first came out. like £10, €10, $10 for that. When you could get Spartan Assault, which was the exact same game, for free. And to be honest, Spartan Assault was better. Spartan Assault was a better game, I'm afraid. It's really sad to say that. Spartan Assault was a better game. So for that, Spartan Strike has gone straight in abysmal. I mean, it was just another kind of money, cash-grabbing thing. And that, ladies and gentlemen, concludes my Halo games tier list. So in Master Chief, we have got Halo Reach and Halo 3, both for their campaigns and their multiplayer aspects, which were a hell of a lot of fun. And Halo Reach also brought in Firefight, which was just... I love Firefight. I'll be making a video on that very soon as well, with a very special guest, don't you worry. In Amazing, we've got Halo Combat Evolved, Halo 3 ODST, and Halo 4, because Halo Combat Evolved started this whole thing off. Halo 3 ODST took the game down a different route, and it worked, and, you know, it was just a very, very fun game overall. And Halo 4, personally for me, I loved it. I loved the multiplayer of it. I spent a lot of time in Forge and custom games, and overall, I think they did a good job with it as a first Halo title. Next up in decent, we have put Halo Wars, because I've only just started playing it, but the story's pretty good, but I'm not a fan of RTS games as per se, so that's why it's gone in decent. But it is a Halo game, and you know, it's good fun, but it's not one that I'll kind of be glued to forever and ever. Halo 2 has been put in decent because the campaign on Legendary is ridiculous. You know, the campaign on Legendary is ridiculous, but it kickstarted everything with Xbox Live, the multiplayer scene, and you know, it's iconic in this day and age. So I put it in decent for my personal opinion, because I enjoyed the games above it more than I enjoyed playing Halo 2. And alongside that, I put Halo Spartan Assault because, you know, it was a free game. It was a free Halo game. It was enjoyable. It was fun. In the abysmal category, we've got Halo 5 Guardians, and also Halo Spartan Strike, because it was just a cash-grabbing opportunity for 343, and it failed miserably. So, yeah, I didn't really like that. But anyways, guys, that is going to wrap up my tier list for Halo games. Do you agree? Do you disagree? You're probably all going to disagree with a lot of the choices I've made, but these are my opinions, and if you guys want to make your own tier list like this, I will put it in the description down below for you guys to go and make your own one. Tweet them at me, send them to me on my Discord server if you are in it, and if you're not in the Discord server, go ahead and join it. It's linked down below. Maybe I'll try and do some more tier lists that are Halo related if this video does well and you enjoy it. Speaking of which, if you did enjoy it, make sure you demolish the like button, as it's greatly appreciated. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe today. We're on the road to 1,000. We are doing so well at the moment. The support has been mental. Cheers for checking this one out, people. It's been a pleasure as always. It's been emotional as always, and I'll catch you all in the next one.